Hello, and welcome back to Infinite Roleplay. I am, of course, Nelson, and on screen, you're gonna see me remapping the Toblos region of Abadu, the first continent that I'm drawing out in the world of Gemini for my Saturday morning tabletop projects. The first few adventures in the Saturday morning tabletop projects are going to be taking place in Toblos. So I figured I'd want to get a good map going, a good layout. The one I had looked a little bit too Nintendo-like, and while, you know, it got the ideas across and everything, it had a nice style, a nice cartoony style. Having to work on the project for so long and look at that same map for so long, I was realizing increasingly that I didn't enjoy that map, and I was going to have to put myself to more work. And this is me putting myself to that more work. What I'm doing right now is just laying out a foundation. I'm going to be hand drawing those forests in a minute after I get done laying out the mountains. And I gotta tell you, those little loopy-loops, they're a hell of a thing. A hell of a thing indeed. But I'm gonna shut up for a little bit and let you just, watch what's going on, put some music on, and you can chill out. This is the bear, the beast, the maniacal menace that makes the map take so long. The actual drawing of the forests. I did a quick, scatter brush to lay out a forest pattern. I often like using that one for my maps, but it's not cartoony enough, and I wanted to cartoonize this a bit more. Now, what you see me doing now is laying in more sort of clump foliage, I guess you can call it. I want my forests to be very layered and thick and robust, and I feel that this method gives it that very robust feeling, that like it's a dense forest rather than just outlining the area, putting just a few hints and suggestions of lines. This kind of gives it that very dense feeling to me, and I personally enjoy it a lot. Though it is quite a bit of work, and you have to take quite a bit of breaks in between to rest your wrist, because all those tiny little loops. But essentially, if you were drawing this in a traditional medium, the initial outline would probably be done in a number 1 micron, and the little loops that I'm doing currently will probably be done in a 0.1 micron if you're interested by doing it by hand. The next step you're not really going to do by hand, but you can probably get a better effect with some Copics. I don't have any Copic markers currently because I do most of what I do digitally. But this is just to get the idea of what I want the forest to look like when I eventually finish. But you're gonna see this. Oh man, this is this forest stuff. A hell of a thing, letting you know. So just remembering how much work this was, it's gonna make me go off into a corner and cry. So I'll do that now. I'll go off into a corner and cry while you continue to listen to the music. Anyway, this is just about going to the bit what I'm doing. I'm just filling in the last bits of foliage, throwing the white and all that. The fun part of making these gigantic forests look very dense and heavily populated by trees, that's all yet to be done. So I'm going to call it quits on this vid right now, and I'll come back and let you know what's what later. My name is Nelson, and this has been Infinite Roleplay. And as always, remember to get all your crafts and creative endeavors on. Most importantly, play more games. Run more games. Anyways, peace.